Check. Okay, now we want to introduce our EYC members, the Blue Collar Tour. First up, Ron White. All right, hey. I think up. Burger King microphones. All right. What the hell's going on in that sofa down there? Hey, I got something on my sofa the other day at home, and it was scotch. Can you believe that? And you know what? I went down to V&T hardware store. I said, I got scotch on my soda. I need something to get it off. You know what the guy sold me? Scotch guard. Damnest thing I ever heard. Now, I got vodka on it, so I'm going down. I went down the next day. I said, you got vodka guard? I said, nope. Scotch guard. So I'm not switching. I can clean this shit up right away. I got to tell you a story about my buddy. See, I'm really a mime. No, but hey, this will be real quick. Take about 3 minutes. I think they're cutting me off. No, Terry went over to Baltimore Yacht Club. Baltimore Yacht Club has this new thing over there. It's a great big pit. It's in their. It's between their dining room and the living room and the bar. And they got 3 alligators, 2 piranhas, a bunch of big old snakes that can bite your foot off. Now the Commodore over here, is he here, the Baltimore Yacht Club Commodore? All right, that guy right there told Terry if he swam across that pit, he'd grant him 3 wishes. He said, you get 3 wishes, Terry. Terry said, alligators, snakes, nah. So the guy said, well, I'll grant you 3 wishes the best I can, the Baltimore Yacht Club way. So Terry said, nah, and everybody did it. So everybody was drinking, Ken was buying shots for everybody as usual, get you all screwed up. So, a little bit later, Baltimore Yacht Club Commodore hears this big old splash. There's Terry, swimming like a son of a gun, going to hell beat Billy. He swam across there, jumped down the other side. Now you know what you had to do, did you? You got to grant him 3 wishes. So Terry comes over and says, I'll take that 3 wishes. He says, first thing is I want that shotgun off the wall. So you give him the shotgun. Second thing he says, I want them 2 bullets to go to that shotgun. He took the 2 bullets. Terry said, my 3rd wish, I want to find that sumbitch and push me in that pool. All right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we introduce Bill Engdahl.
I like to
You gotta turn your mic on, hillbilly.
It's on. It's on now. I'd like to say on my way over here tonight, I had mixed feelings. I had mixed feelings about everything coming here tonight. But when I saw the First Lady and the Commodore on a sofa, without the flamingos, there's your sign. Yesterday, I had a nice conversation with Jeff from Baltimore Yacht Club, if he's out there. And you're still here?
Bobby's here.
Jeff come up to me, asked me if I was a baseball fan. I said, yes, I am. I'm very into baseball. He said, who was your best baseball player? I said, well, it had to be Babe Ruth. Had to be Babe Ruth. He said, well, you know what? He said, if the Lord played baseball, he would have been the greatest of all time. So I pondered on that for a little bit. And I had to come back for Jeff and say, if you don't know Jeff, Jeff's a smart ass. But I came back and I said, you know what, Jeff? If Babe Ruth would have been the Messiah, every Sunday when we went to church, we would have had beer and hot dogs. There's your son.
There's your son. And next, I would like to introduce Jeff Foxworthy.
That just goes to prove you the IQ level didn't go up any higher now that I'm here. How's everybody doing tonight? I'll tell you what. Hey, Bill, the folks up here, man, they sure got it tough with all the police that they have up here. They treat y'all a lot different than they do with us down south. I got pulled over and ticketed twice on my way down here to the Eastern Yacht Club tonight.
Oh, no, you didn't?
I bet you I did. And the funny thing is, it wasn't even my fault. I was coming down I-70 and a cop pulled me over and says, "Son, don't you know the speed limit's 65 miles an hour?" I said, "Yeah, I know. I wasn't going to be out that long." The second time, yeah, really, second time was right down here local on 702. I thought I was almost here. I'm in the clear, and all of a sudden, whoo, right behind me. Officer comes up, I roll the window down, he says, "Mr. Foxworthy, you know why I pulled you over, sir?" "Well, it's in regards to that vehicle you're towing behind you." "No, sir, it's not illegal to tow a boat in this state. However, we do require you put it on a trailer."
There's your son.
And he followed that up with, would you ask your friends to get out of the boat now, sir?"
All right, Jeff. And next we have Larry the Cable Guy.
Get her done! Damn, this place looks like Walmart, doesn't it? Look at this crowd out here. Somewhere is an empty Walmart. Best time to go shop when we're up here. My sister, she was on that Walmart, you know, Walmart emails. 348 pounds wearing spandex at Walmart. You believe that? 348 pounds. And when those things came off, you don't be in the same room. Somebody's going to lose an eye, a window's going to go out, something. It's like, come on, like a swing shot. Yeah, they have a waiting period, the application or something like that, you know, for you take pictures at least, send them in before they sell those things. They're dangerous. And she's doing really good now. You know, she used to be a runway model, you know, out there at the airport.
I had that flight.
So we're gonna get moving along. We got the work. We got to move a little bit here, so I gotta sit down. The stage is pretty nice, Jeff. This is a pretty nice stage. Kind of reminds me of your big deck we were on the other day.
Well, you know, I've put a lot of work into this deck.
Well, it shows.
Yeah, it's a nice big deck, Larry. Larry, you got a huge deck. I've seen it. Oh man, let's not make it a contest. You know, we're not here to talk about how big has the biggest deck here. You know.
Well, I gotta tell you, I ain't getting no complaints about the size of my deck.
Yeah, Bill, you got a deck, don't you?
Oh yeah, I got a really tiny deck. I mean, my deck's so small, I'm embarrassed to show it to people.
Yeah, you know, if you got money, you don't need no big deck.
Surely you know what you can do?
What?
What you gotta do, you gotta shave the bush around the deck. It'll look better.
Really? Really?
You know, you guys got... I'm a little worried about my deck. Some of the wood's not as hard as it used to be. That's because your deck's getting old.
Yeah, man, you gotta be careful. Put some protection on that thing, will ya?
Yeah, keep it clean. Anytime I get a speck anything on my deck, I hose it right down.
Man, what I give to have a huge deck like yours. Gotta tell you, after the party last weekend, my wife couldn't stop talking about your deck.
She was on it all night. I wanted to go to sleep, but she wouldn't get off. Yeah, I mean, that was quite a party you had. I mean, you must have had 40 different people on your deck.
I don't know, guys. You know, I'm kind of weary of strangers on my deck. You know, you don't know where they've been, you know?
My deck's so small, people slip off it all the time.
You know, Bill, if you aren't satisfied, there are things you can do about the size of your deck.
Yeah, me and the boys come around next week, take a look at your deck.
Guarantee you we'll make it bigger.
You guys, I don't know, I might be a little old-fashioned here, but I don't like other guys touching my deck.
Well, I love it. Matter of fact, the more guys touching my deck, the happier I am. What's the point of having a big deck if you don't use it? That's why I vote Republican.
You know, guys, as long as we're up here talking about deck stories, the other morning I heard a noise. I got up and looked. A raccoon was chewing on my deck.
Oh!
I hate animals on my deck except for dogs.
Yeah, there's something nice about a man with a dog on his deck.
Plus, if you spill something on the dog, he'll lick the deck clean.
Right.
Man, look at them stars.
That there ain't really a star. If you look closely, that there's Uranus.
Come on, you can't see Uranus from here.
Now look, Bill, I've seen Uranus 100 times, and I'm telling you, that there's Uranus.
Gotta tell you, it's nothing better than sitting on a big deck looking at Uranus.
Hey, speaking of which, hey, the Commodore of Eastern Yacht Club, biggest deck I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, Jack. Amen, brother.
I just think I stepped in some gaga.